Well, a very good evening to you, one and all of the interwebs, and welcome to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 304. My name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
I am 40 Watt Phil.
And you are all very welcome to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. Vinny, I think he's on a cruise ship in Norway or something.
Yeah, he's in Norway. He's off gallivanting in the north.
There is no way he's joining us this evening.
Oh, all right. That was fun, guys. Have a great evening.
Yeah, you can't top that. Does he not know it's Wednesday and the priority is, there's no time off.
No time off for good behavior.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's 2026. Those cruise ships have internet. What the heck is he doing?
Hey, he's not on a cruise ship.
Or
he's on his friend's yacht, I think.
Yachts have internet. There's satellites. It's fine. Come on.
I know. Yeah, I know.
What the heck is he thinking?
I don't know. Anywho, Vinny's not with us this evening. It won't be the same without him, but hey, I have just come back from a mammoth DJing set in the fields of Primary School.
You only played Mammoth the entire time?
Yeah. Nothing but Mammoth.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how much the kids would love that?
Right. That's a good time.
You would laugh at some of the requests I got from the kids, though. You're like, how do you even know what this song is? So,
TikTok. That's how they know.
So, Never Gonna Give You Up was a particularly popular one.
Oh.
Rick Astley. I had Hi Ho Silver Lining was requested.
Right. Is there any decent songs? You're just talking shit so far.
No. Hi Ho Silver Lining is at least Jeff Beck, but not
Paul,
Jeff
wait
Beck
till you hear this week's 40 Watt podcast episode.
Oh, really?
It's me, Joe Branton, and JD Short talking about the differences in really foundational music between the UK and the US and how basically we don't speak the same language.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I look forward to that.
Not even close.
Nice.
Not even close.
Nice.
So yeah, interesting afternoon, but it's not about me. First up, Mr. Drew, what have you been up to?
So it's been a couple of videos been going on. There's this.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this.
Oh, that's helpful.
At least give us a flashing light warning.
Sorry. Yeah, so that came in, which we can talk about that. I can if anyone's got any questions they want to ask about it, I can go through.
I think the biggest question to ask is if they buy it from Anderton, or the biggest statement to make is if they buy it from Anderton's, they get a £20 voucher to spend on the Studio Rats.
What?
That's true.
Is that right?
It is absolutely right.
Well, if they buy it from Sweetwater, they should use my affiliate link.
Absolutely.
And you should post that somewhere useful, Phil, but just not on our site.
It's somewhere on a website somewhere.
I was joking.
Yes. So there's Anagram. Anagram came out. I'm trying to think what came out last week. My brain is. Oh, did we do the pickup video? Was that last week?
We did. Yeah.
Was that last week?
That was last week.
Yeah, I think so. Oh. That was great. So we did this pickup video where. Oh no, hold on. Did we talk about this last week?
No, we didn't because we hadn't done it. We hadn't gone live until Thursday.
So the genius about the pickup video was that James was playing Jessica.
No, we did talk about this last week. We
talked about this
because the videos you did last week are the Anagram and While You're Selling Your Gibsons. Those are the videos you did.
That's thanks, mate. I completely forgot about that.
Paul literally ignited the blue touch paper, stood well back, and the entire Gibson fandom ignited around him.
I know exactly what happened with this. I know exactly what happened. Someone saw it, instantly went to the Gibson forum, and all the shit. I mean, I haven't even checked the Gibson forum, but I'm imagining that's exactly what happened. And then all the Gibson fans from the Gibson forum decided to come on and tell me what an idiot I am. which was interesting.
I haven't looked to see. I haven't looked to see if there was a post on the gear page. I've never been on the Gibson forum. I tend to avoid them, but yeah, I bet there was a post over on the gear page.
Have you seen what this English moron is saying?
Yeah. Hey, and I've got one word to say about Gibson fans.
What's that?
Fanatical. They're just
a
bunch of loons.
No, I have said for the longest time, I've said this to people at Gibson and gotten the quiet nods. The biggest problem with Gibson is not their guitars, it's their fans.
The thing that got me, I mean, there were several people who said, you know, you're comparing I can't remember the numbers, but someone said you're comparing a £10,000 guitar with a £6,000 guitar. And I was like, I don't care if it's £10,000, £6,000, or anything. Unfortunately, Gibson don't make as good at guitars as other people. And people say, but they haven't got the QC in place. I was like, why haven't they? They're arguably one of the biggest guitar companies on earth.
No, that's the thing. They do. It's fine. It's just a different instrument, and that's okay. The way Nick builds his guitars can't be done at the scale Gibson has to build guitars.
Absolutely.
But
also, James, you just said you're comparing a £10,000 guitar with a £6,000 guitar, but you've actually got it the wrong way around.
I know that's what I mean.
But you're comparing a £10,000 Gibson.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I mean.
In order to make the fair comparison, this is the part about Gibson fans that's the actual problem. The actual problem is that Gibson can't, and I don't even think there are necessarily things that need to be fixed. There are tweaks that could be made to make them more playable, but Gibson can't change those things because the people who say, well, that's not historically accurate, lose their flippin' minds. So they can't make those changes because they don't sell. But then they also get mad when somebody points out that some other guitar that actually costs less has made those changes that makes it more playable for them. And then they're mad that you think that's more playable. It is. And if you would let Gibson make the changes, they know what they are. I've talked to them. Yeah. They know the things they would change if they were able to.
But no one would buy it.
But no one will buy it because it's not what you expect out of Gibson.
No, it's not. That's so true.
It's mental. Some of the comments were, I mean, we're internet veterans. I'm going to say we're used to the abuse that we get.
Sure,
but come on,
they're proper Looney Tunes. Just absolutely proper Looney Tunes.
Yeah. But so I've got to say, when the Huber turned up, it turned up last week in the middle of our heat wave. And I got it out. I got it out the case, and I was like, I'm just not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a strange thing how weather can really affect. Oh Jesus! Here it comes. Hold on a second before you let him on. Before he's showing off in the most expensive country in the world.
No,
hold on. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. And then the weather calmed down. And the guitar just went thump, and it's like it is incredible. The guitar is.
Sometimes it's not even just the weather. It just takes time after a guitar is built for it to settle in.
Maybe
because it spent an awful lot of time being a tree before it was a guitar.
But, hold on a sec. Just one thing.
We're gonna make him wait.
But did you know that it's a longer scale length? So it's Strat scale length.
Oh,
yes, that's why it sounds more zingy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a totally different feel too.
Oh, it's great, it's so great. Anyway, I love it. Anyway, sorry, we have a special guest,
ladies and gentlemen. All the way from this side of the Atlantic, I think. Please welcome Vinny the Axe.
Vinny,
what's up, guys?
you
all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I want to call you words, but I can't just say them on the internet. So
I figured I would just pop.
In Norway are you?
In Oslo right now.
Oh, nice.
But I'll be up in Fordelton. No, Lawfulton up in the Arctic Circle up there for a while too. So it'll be kind of cool. I'm gonna be all over.
What's the weather like? He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. I tell you what, the richest country in the world
What's
can't
that?
afford decent internet.
No, he's on his American phone. That's why.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably
What's
it.
the weather like, Phil?
Well, anyway, I just wanted to say
Vinny?
hi, guys. Oh, it's about 64 degrees right now.
What's that in Church of England?
Fahrenheit.
Cold.
Fahrenheit.
Cold.
So I don't know. I don't know what that is.
64 is
But
like
yeah, it's beautiful here.
That's about 17, 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not that hot. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. So I just wanted to pop in and say hello because I'm not gonna be able to stay for the show. But hello to
sure.
everybody, and I'll
Vinny, did you
I'll
buy a
see you guys when
guitar
I
while
get
you're up
back.
there? Did you buy a guitar?
No, not yet. No.
No,
You know what?
No.
Listen, after the whole travel, bro, I wouldn't trust my guitar. my wife's luggage, both straps are ripped off. The top
Oh
one,
my
and the top one,
gosh.
and the side one. Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, have you bought a beer yet? Have you bought a beer?
Yes.
How much did the beer cost you?
Yes.
How much did the beer cost you?
I didn't exactly look it, but it's probably about, I would say, $6 US, maybe.
What?
I hate you.
They've gone down.
Yeah.
They've gone down.
Yeah.
I mean, like 10 years ago, it was £10. It was about £10 a pint. So I would have thought it'd be like £20 a pint now.
Yeah,
I
well,
went-
it
I
was
went to see-
that was at a restaurant, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
see, I went to see Weird Al Yankovic at the United Center in Chicago last week, and bought, because they'd run out of the local craft beer, I bought a Budweiser.
Oh, God.
Budweiser, and it was $17.
Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna jump in and out here. So
right.
take it easy, and I'll talk to you
Bye,
guys
Vinny.
soon.
Mate.
Have a good one, mate.
Thanks, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
What a jerk. What a jerk. Just came in to show off. That's all it was.
He's still there, you know.
Yeah. No, I don't care. I don't care. What a jerk. I'll tell him that in WhatsApp too.
Yeah.
Phil, what have you been up to?
Work, really. Traveling
Right,
for
that's
work. But I went and saw Weird Al Yankovic, which was flippin' brilliant.
Hilarious, I bet.
When I tell, he has a full band, and when I tell you that they are one of the tightest bands I've ever heard in my entire life, I mean it, to the point that they leave stage for moments, they play videos like from his career and whatnot, and then they come back out. They're in costumes associated with every song they do. They are dancing, there's choreography, there's timed jokes, and the performances are spot flipping on. Weird Al is 67 years old and runs around the stage like he's 27. And it was one of the most unbelievably professional and it's just tight. The band is locked in. It blew my mind.
Great.
And
Nice.
opening act was Puddles' Pity Party. If you're familiar with Puddles, he's a clown who also does some satire, some absurdist humor in songs, but the dude can sing his ass off.
Wow.
He does this version of Stairway to Heaven where it's the melody and the music from Stairway, but it's the lyrics from the Gilligan's Island theme song. And it's brilliant. Anyway, but I was in Chicago for work, so I didn't get, podcast didn't get out because last week we tried to record, and because I was trying to record with someone in the UK and y'all's heat wave, their computer couldn't work. It was so hot. But that's coming out this Friday. But I also, just before literally the day I was leaving for Chicago, it arrived as I was leaving. And I got this.
Oh, look at that bad boy.
That's in good nick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, as
That's
it should
pretty.
be, because it's never been played.
Right, exactly. Basically.
It's been hung on someone's wall.
It is
God, that is mint, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely mint. So for those of you that don't know, even though I haven't showed the headstock yet, you saw the neck. This is a 2025 40th anniversary Paul Reed Smith SC56.
Nice.
So it is.
Is it a 10 top?
I don't know that they bothered to designate any of these as 10 tops because this was a limited run. So my guess is they are all this kind of top, or at least the ones that are transparent finishes. I'd been looking at one of these. Zach at Mythos Pedals has one, and I've played his. And I really was like, you know what? If there were going to be a Paul Reed Smith that I actually think I would like and live with, it would be that one. And so I'd been looking, and then this one popped up, super cheap for how much they go for usually. And I decided to take a punt. At the price he was asking, I was like, if I don't like it, I can make money on it.
Yeah.
So grabbed it, and so far I love it.
Great.
Why is it so? It's light, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's lightweight.
It's I wouldn't call it. It's light compared to a Les Paul.
£7. I think said it was like £7 something, which is
I
light for PRS.
Yeah. Also, well, it's chambered. It is chambered.
So okay,
they do a chambering on these. It's got their McCarty 3s that they put in this guitar. It is the 594 scale length, so it's shorter scale than a Gibson.
Right.
Yeah, it is a spectacular guitar.
Great.
It is. I'm loving playing it. When I got it, it had 9s on it. I don't know what this guy was doing. So I put 10s on it, and I'm not sure if they're staying. I may go to 11s.
Great.
So,
man,
well, I guess it's a short scale length. So
exactly, shorter scale length. So, but that is just gorgeous.
I mean, I know why they've done it because it's the 40th anniversary, but I just wish it had a wraparound on it.
Yeah, me too. So they did the 40th anniversary. One of the things they did, basically, they said, we can make a Les Paul too. There are no coil taps.
Yes.
It's a stop tail. It's 3-way switch. I mean, it
looks great. It looks great.
Yeah. Can't wait to gig it and put some dings in it.
Yeah. Oh, the PRS owners will lose their shit over
that. And knock $2,000 off the price.
I bought it with $2,000 knocked off the price. What are you talking about?
There we go.
Awesome. Have we done James? Have we done what you've done?
Oh, wait. Oh, almost. Wait, I forgot. I'm going to really make people mad.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
You like it?
So far, so good. I've had all of one night to play with it.
Right.
And basically that was me. So Chase Bliss send all of their pedals come with what they call the field guide. And it's like a quick starter manual, right?
Yeah.
This is the quick starter guide.
Yeah.
So I basically got through this.
Did they send it or did you buy it?
No, I paid my good old fashioned fun vouchers for this.
Okay.
And when I tell you it sounds spectacular, now we will determine if it's worth the price, right?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people who have done videos on it have gotten roasted because they're like, "Yeah, you got it for free." Well, I paid my money for it, and if I like it, it's not because somebody just gave it to me.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, is my mic working?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is working. No, great. Okay.
Yeah.
I accidentally pulled it out. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
And again.
You're good. All right. Jivey, what you been up to?
So for those of you who joined us last week, you'll know I was in the hottest hotel room in the world for a week, in the nastiest hotel in the world for a week, enjoying the highlights of Bournemouth for Future Cheer by the beach, which was great.
There is no highlights of Bournemouth.
That restaurant we found was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
That was good. Yeah, it was good. That was good.
I like that. Very good week. Very long week. Lots of redonkulously long hour days. Got home Monday. Did a video yesterday. Put out part 2 of the 10-ton recording video.
Yeah.
Kev has got a lot of toys. That's all I'm going to say. The next one's all about mics, and he's got a lot of microphones. So yeah, that'll be out end of this week, hopefully. And yeah, just trying to get my head back in the game, sorting everything out, getting everyone paid, and all that sort of stuff from last week. So And I spent this afternoon on the field at school DJing for the Summer Fete, which was delayed from last week, which I thought I'd got out of from being away, and then they went and delayed it because of the heat. It was too hot to be outside.
Well, you didn't have to deal with the developing an ulcer watching England play today, then.
No, I was just updating people. I had my phone open with a score update. I wasn't trying to stream video because that would have been a disaster. Yeah, it was apparently it was quite an interesting game. 7 minutes into, we 1-0 down to the Democratic Republic of Congo. You do wonder.
It's not Dr. Congo.
You do have to wonder if they're putting Democratic Republic of Congo, how democratic or republic-like they actually are. It's a bit when someone puts the word professional on any piece of kit, you know full well it ain't.
This is true.
Politics is not normally our thing, but I thought it was quite funny. And then
it's like North Korea, right?
Allegedly so.
The Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yes, something like that. Yeah, that was it. That's been my week. Busy trying to get my head back in the game. I've got gigs I've got a gig tomorrow night, bizarrely, and I've got a gig Saturday night in Bath, which is quite a trek for me, at the Ivy in Bath, darlings.
Nice.
Yeah, should we get on with it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. Boom.
PXR5. He says, like the mug shot of the Studio Rats. And he also says 4 of the 10 most wanted. It's true.
Yeah.
In a good way, though, hopefully.
Searching for Tony. He says, hello, gents. Just became a dentist the other day. Got my first PRS S2. So figured I'd go and see my dentist. I'll be in the chair at the start. Hope to be done before the end of the show. Unless he is. You want to ask him what PRS he's got as well, just while you're there?
Yeah. I mean, y'all may as well talk shop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Love it.
Trying to fund his next 10 top purchases with my fillings. Yes.
Yep.
More than likely.
Matt Nagy. Good day from Bermondsey. Paul's anagram demo inspired me to find my M Audio black box from 2006.
Oh my gosh.
God.
It works and was complex then, impossible now. How does anyone keep up with how such models work? How did the anagram make you want to dig out the M Audio black box?
A device that I forgot existed.
I was about to say, and I worked for Avid / M Audio. So yeah, wow.
I've never even, I haven't seen one probably for 15, 20 years.
Nope.
At least.
It's got to be that. It's got to be that old, isn't it?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Huh?
I'm trying to figure out when they came out. Like they were discontinued in 08, like before 08. So
yeah.
Wow. 08, wow. Matt from Distance on the Street. Hello, Matt. He says, hello, rap fans. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're well, mate.
Oh, royalty to come amongst us.
Royalty is among us. Mr. Nelson, he said, hey, fellas. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Anton. Hi, all. Hi, Anton. Talk about royalty.
Hello, Amanda.
Hey, guys. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're well. JP, evening all. No internet in the fjords of Norway. My Norwegian mate also has a yacht over in Bergen. I think they've all got yachts, I guess. The richest country in the world.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Very nice. Ramalamed. Hello, gents. Do you think there'll be a sub $600 pedal which would be able to use NAMM 2 full, not like, without doubt. Yeah, just give it a couple of days.
Yeah, it's coming.
One of the Oriental brands, Nux or Nuex or someone will do. Yeah.
Think of it this way. Think about captures, the capture tech. We had Kemper, so expensive. We had Quad Cortex, super expensive. Tonex, it's coming.
Yeah. Mr. Blog Geezer, hey TSR, got the dark glass anagram from Anderson today. What would you recommend for my £20 voucher? Cheers. Would you recommend, James?
Oh, I think it depends what you like. if I'm honest. I would, if you like that kind of all-round Marshall kind of raw, the Freeman, either of the two Freemans are really good. We have to be careful when say Freeman, not Freeman. If you're if you like a Dumble type thing, the Rouge Plate is definitely worth checking out. And I've got some more coming. If you're a metal guy, go for the Diesel, spelt the wrong way.
Get the Bad Cat.
Nice.
Get the Bad Cat. Get the Bad Cat.
The Bad Cat's a good shout.
Yeah. It sounded so good.
Yeah. The Bad Cat. So for me, it would be the Bad Cat, the Freeman, or the Rouge Plate.
The Rouge Plate, yeah. Nice. Mr. Anderson 59, he says, cheers, gents. Cheers, Mr. Anderson 59. Russ, he says, so cool that James worked for Sibelius. And also, I put my mids at 2 on my Freeman amp last night. I liked it. Nice.
Yeah. Turn them up higher. You might like it more.
Yeah.
Tricky Trav. Hello, mate. He says, hey, everyone. The Studio Rats, did everyone see that Joe Bonamassa has an all-digital rig? Yeah, we're talking about that. Don't worry, mate.
We're going to cover it.
Discussing this. Ali.
The man loses his hearing for one day and he completely loses his mind.
Is that why? We'll talk about this later.
Why. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Interesting. Ali picks it. He said, evening all, missed the live last week, so there's some catch up. James, it's not that hot. Were you born on the sun? Paul, what's that? Hubert coffee table. Oof, Jesus. It's fine talk. This is absolutely fine talk.
Look. As someone who's not
first of all, it wasn't that hot out. I actually quite enjoyed being out in it, but the fact that my hotel room was hotter than the surface of the sun all night, and Bert and Ernie style, I was next to Greg, which was
he was sweating like a pig. Hey, coffee table. Listen, coffee tables are traditionally mahogany, I would say. Like a granny's coffee table, what I would say a granny coffee table guitar is one of those guitars that you see at a UK guitar show that is ugly as hell and looks like, your grandma's coffee table. That Huber is not that. Hold on. Is he a Gibson fan? Is he one of them? Hold on.
As a Gibson fan, as maybe the biggest Gibson fan I know, that guitar looks great. So rest of you can STFU.
And he also says,
and if Finn arrives, we don't do aircon for the same reason you don't buy a fire engine, just in case. Oh, that's okay. I sort of get your point. We don't do aircon because it's hardly ever hot. But it's getting hotter though, isn't it?
I've got aircon. It's just gone on. It's lovely.
Listen, all I know is the last 4 years, I have heard folks in the UK talk about how blazing hot it is, at least for a couple of weeks every year. It might be time for Carrier or one of the other air conditioning companies to start investing in infrastructure in the UK.
I would, yeah.
It's on. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely, jubbly. Lucky bugger. Herb of Fireside Studios. He said, whatever guitar that inspires you to play is a guitar for you. Mm-hmm. Amen.
Indeed. That too.
Well, he said, hi, Paul. The new anagram unit, the new anagram unit you reviewed, is this basically a powerful small format device running Linux and plugins? Yes, basically, that's exactly what that is. So,
but it's got 6 processors, isn't it? It's the first 6 processor.
6. Yeah, it's 6 processors. I think it's the most powerful unit out there.
Really?
I mean, look, because it's quad cortex. Quad. This is 6 processors. If I push this, we've got 24 slots of effect. I mean, you're never going to use.
You say that.
I know someone will.
Can you split and recombine so you can have single input parallel and splits and all sorts of things?
Yeah,
that's very cool.
You can do all that sort of stuff. The thing I think is brilliant about it is just, I mean, I don't know how well you can see that if I zoom in maybe a little bit further.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's just
It's very smooth.
It's really smooth, and the fact you've got these controls up here, which then
I like a tactile knob. I don't want to do all touch screens. The one thing I don't like about the new Quad Cortex Mini, I don't want all touch screen. I did watch your video where you talked about the touch screen. Sometimes the response is a little iffy, and hopefully that's something that'll get fixed in some some
I mean
firmware.
it's weird because sometimes, I mean, if look, there you go, that's twice.
Yeah.
I mean it's firmware stuff, and maybe there's so many pixels on this thing, you've just got to be a little bit slower than what I'm doing. So like if I sort of hold,
if you're a little more intense, because then you do a different mode if you push and hold, because then you can move it, I'm guessing, if it's intuitive.
Exactly. But what I want to do is to react like any other sort of touchscreen device when I'm just like, you know.
Has it got an editor?
Okay, so at the moment there is no editor.
Oh,
that'll end up happening. That will end up happening.
Yeah. It is in progress.
Wait, does that mean the base version doesn't have an editor either, though? Because that's been out a while.
Yeah, exactly. So I do think that's a bit of an oversight. I personally think they should have, the editor should have been out for release.
Yeah.
But then again, how long did it take for the Quad Cortex editor to come out? A long time.
Did it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, like a long time.
Way longer than they said it would do.
Okay, look, as someone who thinks the Quad Cortex sounds great, everything they said that it would do took longer than they said it would implement.
And some things that they said it would do, it still doesn't do.
Still doesn't do.
Yeah.
But it looks good. It sounds good. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think the graphics. Sorry, let me switch it back. The graphics are really good.
Could you put your hand by it? How big is it by comparison to your hand?
I can do better than that.
It's smaller than the Mini, isn't it?
Yeah, it's smaller than the Mini. James obviously didn't watch my video. There's hold on, let me zoom out. There you go. There's a Boss.
So it's like three Boss pedals next to sort of 2.5.
I mean, I think it's smaller than my fuzz pedal.
It's definitely smaller. It's about the same size as that. Yeah. But if anyone's got any questions today about the anagram, let me know. Also, I've got something else to talk about as well. But
if you're in the UK and you decide to buy it from our friends at Anderton's, then you should definitely check out the £20 voucher that comes with it and enjoy some free Studio Rats NAMM captures.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in Europe, the only place you can buy it from is Anderton's.
Yes. Yeah.
So
great.
So,
do that. Do some more of that.
It's really good. It's really good. Richard, hello, mate. He said, good evening, gents. Good evening, Richard. John Zucker. Hey, gents. Which pickups in a 335 would you recommend? This is Phil.
Yeah. So
question, Phil.
Mine's going to be a very US based answer, though. So, John, if you are not in the US, you may need a different answer, because I know there are a bunch of great UK and EU pickup makers that I'm just not as familiar with. I'm going to give you 3 price points. So you choose how much you want to spend. I do think they progressively get better as the price goes up, but I know some people just don't want to spend that much money. At the bottom end, I would get the Seymour Duncan Seth Lovers. I think they're an outstanding set of PAF style pickups. If you want to spend a little more money, go with the Lawler Imperials. I like the 5% underwinds because I like a lower output pickup. If you want hotter sounds, you can go for regular or 5% overwound. So you're going to spend a little more money on the Lawlers than you would on the Seymour Duncans. Look on the used market, because pickups don't sell for crap on the used market. They always dip. But if you want the best pickups I've ever heard in any guitar that uses humbuckers, throwback SLE 101s. So that's going to be your high-end option for that PAF sound.
Nice.
Have you tried any of the Ron Ellis pickups yet?
No. See, that's the thing. I haven't tried the Ron Ellis's yet. I want to. Mm-hmm. It'll happen one of these days, but I just have not had a chance or a reason. I don't change a lot of pickups anymore, to be honest.
Yeah.
I usually am pretty comfortable with the pickups that I have in the guitars when I get them. So, but I've tried all of those that I just recommended, and I know they're all amazing.
Awesome. Funny, I had a set of Mark Mancina, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Mark basically is the guy behind the music. Mark might even be watching, but behind loads of films like Lion King, and Mark's a big deal. Mark sent me a set of. Hold on.
I'm coming.
Which I can't wait to try. I can't wait to try, but I'm waiting for a scratch plate for a guitar so I can change it. He sent me a set of Gil Yaron.
Oh yeah.
Pickups, which again are high end.
Yeah.
Pricey pickups. But I'm really looking forward to trying them. They're gonna stick in a guitar that's currently got P90s in and a scratch plate, so obviously won't fit them. But as soon as I get the scratch plate, they're going. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ron Ellis pickup. If you got some money to spend, Ron Ellis pickups. Also, if you're in Europe, it might be worth checking out Klopman. I really like the Klopman pickups that Nick Huber uses.
Have you ever played any of the Radio Shop stuff?
No, they're good.
I don't know. I know that they made a Chris Buck Strat set for a little while, and that's how I heard of them. And I watch their videos on Instagram and learn a whole bunch about soldering from them, from them. So
right.
they at least have the skill. I don't know about the sound. I've never heard them. Never played them.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Walrus. Whoa, Nelson is here too. I guess he and I watch the same channels. Al, evening chaps, how's things? Hello, mate. Hope you are well. John, he says, "Hey, gents, yes, we've done that, haven't we? Oh, here we go.
He kept
Here
going.
we go.
What he's looking at.
So he's saying, which pickups would you recommend for 355? Ron Ellis, throwbacks, Lola, or Freylins? Oh, so there we go. Isn't that funny that we're you've mentioned three of those, and I mentioned one of them, and so it's it's funny because probably because none of us have tried all three. I have tried Lolas, and
I have tried the Freylins. I had their Pure Vintage. Is it Pure Vintage? Something. It's like their PAF equivalent. I had those in a guitar. Those are really good too. I like the Lawlers a little more, and I like the throwbacks more than those.
And Phil hasn't tried the Ron Ellis.
And I haven't tried the Ron Ellis.
So there you go. Yeah, good luck. Let us know what you go for. Amanda says, "Damn, it feels like 47 degrees here."
That would be 116 US.
Toasty.
Yeah.
Tim says, "Hope you're having a good time, Vinny. Loved Bergen when I went there. Oslo gave me a similar feeling to like being in an industrial city like Birmingham."
I didn't get that vibe from Oslo when I went. I thought Oslo was amazing.
Jesus. Yeah, you would never say
emotionally twinned with Birmingham.
Yeah, that's not the vibe I've had Oslo described to me with. So, Tim, we need to talk about where you're going in Oslo, and maybe you need to stretch out your boundaries a little.
Birmingham, maybe it's Birmingham, Alabama.
And that's Birmingham. Emphasis on the ham.
Is it spelt the same way?
It is spelled identically.
Guitar Buddy, my Gibson is perfect. I changed the pickups, pots, tuning keys, bridge brakes, and neck adjustment. Gibson quality is fine. Perfect.
I changed none of that stuff.
Yeah,
that's the thing that drives me crazy.
Gibson's great.
I've played guitar for 30-something years, and I only just changed the pickups.
Ali, sorry for Fender chat, but something no one talks about, even Cordy. German courts overruling only applies to Germany, not EU. I think Thomann was their target. Cut off the supply to EU, reduce sales.
It's a stepping stone. It was a goal. It was a first step.
We can't get away from this thing, can we?
No.
Can't,
It was
just we end up
the guitar internet, or the guitar community on the internet is they're the only people who are winning out of this. Because Gibson ain't winning, Fender ain't winning, Thomann ain't winning. I think Thomann will come out of this the heroes.
I need to, so I'll mention this. I wasn't going to bring it up unless we got down this rabbit hole, because I'm getting burnt out on talking about Fender without a new event to talk about. Yeah. That's the main thing. But I heard from a friend who has contacts at Gibson, and their Gibson person, they have contacts at Fender, and their Fender person told them last month was Fender's biggest month of sales in a long, long time.
What?
It proves one thing, that there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Now, I can't verify that, and I don't know if that person actually knows what they're talking about, but someone at Fender told my buddy that they had their biggest month of sales in a long, long time.
I reckon that's just Fender bullshitting.
I think so too. It's hard to trust it, but I'd be interested to see actual numbers. And that's the thing is, like, whenever they put out the quarterly sales report, or whenever it gets told to their stakeholders and it inevitably leaks because everybody's interested, it'll include April, May, June, and it might seem really good, but it's July, August, September quarterly report that's going to reflect all of this.
Yes, that's
true.
I've
got another thought on that. Fender own Reverb, yeah?
Sure do.
So there you go. It's everyone selling their Fenders on Reverb. So Fender just doing the classic.
Just counting all that.
Yeah, maybe they're counting that as well.
I don't know. See, that again, I can only tell you the little bit of info I was given. So I want more info. But
the problem is that all everything to do with court. In fact, you know how I said the only people who are winning out of this are the guitar internet community. I was wrong. The lawyers are the only true winners, because every time a letter is sent, it's thousands of bucks.
Yep.
Every time someone waits for a deadline to pass, and the next letter is issued, or the next court proceeding thing is started, the only people who win are the lawyers. And while it's very boring, I'm just very glad that the team at Thomann have deep pockets, because if I'm honest, I am on their side. I won't be no offense, John, but I've watched several of your videos, and just take a side. Come on, just do it.
Yep.
And if you can't afford to because you work with Fender, that's absolutely fine. But I'll happily jump onto the side of Thomann, and you could argue that's because I work with them, but I genuinely think that they will come out victorious on this one. I don't think Fender have a metaphorical, legal, or artistic leg to stand on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've made my bed, metaphorically lied in it, and you can all shout at me now when I'm completely wrong.
We've got a couple of supers in.
We have, yes. I've just scrolled down to them. So, boom.
No, I said, Plexico. He said, "Hi gang, Paul and team. I love the NAMM 2 reviews. What are your takeaways between analog and NAMM 2? I mean, I think all capture stuff is good now. I haven't done a comparison really between, say, like NAMM and Tonex, or NAMM and Quad Cortex. So I think it all feels good, but so I would say the question is, what's your takeaway between analog and captures? I think you plug into an amplifier, so I can plug into an amplifier and I just go and I'll plug in. I go, oh, this is great. 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, I'm like, I'm a bit bored with this. Plug into a modeler and you go, oh, this is great. This is so much better. 2 or 3 weeks, plug into an amplifier. It's that circle. I think it's all good, and like it or hate it, we are in that now where professional guitar players are using digital products.
Sure.
And is that gonna take over? Is that gonna become even more popular? Without a doubt.
I think what is quite interesting is that there is definitely a move away in the production of the captures from the instant ability to compare the capture to
That's
the
true.
amp, because
true.
you can't do it with NAM 2.
Yeah.
You can't do it with the latest version of Tonex. Anything where you batch process after the event, you lose the ability to do the AB at the point of capture.
Yeah, but
And
at the point of capture, yeah.
I mean, if for example, in the olden days with Tonex, as you capture, you get to a point just after the big process, the single process, where you can go, right, I'm now going to go back to the amp and compare. You can do it with Quad Cortex, you can do it with Kemper, but now we've got this batch process offline thing, which we all begged for to take. So basically, you can leave it processing overnight if that's what you want to do. You then lose the ability to absolutely go back to that point in time where your amp was set up for that one capture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I would argue that if the sound that comes out of the capture is appealing to you, it doesn't actually matter if it's an absolute snapshot capture of that amp at that point in time. If you like the sound, that's what, and it's going to be pretty damn close.
I like that you finally got to this, because this is the point I wanted to make, is that, finish yours though. I want to come back to that.
But so for example, we sell packs of specific amps, and I think genuinely that the NAM 2 captures sound and feel very much like you're playing through those amps. They're never going to feel exactly the same, because they're just not, because, you know, tubes, valves change on a daily, hourly, temperature related basis, all those sort of things. But you can definitely say that is I can say, if I played the red plate, comparing it to our rouge plate NAM pack, it is really, really close. Now, the only way you could do an absolute comparison between NAM 2, Quad Cortex, Tonex, Kemper, is to do one capture and then do all of them at the same time, or all of them, and then but not touch the amp, and then do your A, B, C, D, X comparison. But that's not how we make that's not how we make captures. We do them in batch processing. We do a whole pack, then we process them.
But can I say as well, even when you're doing the AB, the amp is still going into a digital product.
Absolutely.
So you're not playing through you're not hearing it.
Yeah, you're not hearing amp into cap. You're hearing amp through processor, through digital.
Or you're hearing the cab going into the processor.
Yeah.
So it's still being processed. This, look, it's you know.
Could I 6 weeks out from doing the capture, if you said to me, is that the amp or the capture, could I tell you which one was which from hearing it? Never in a million years.
No.
Could I tell you from playing it? Possibly, but I think that would be a struggle. But at the thing is, now we have this batch processing, which we all begged for because it was taking so long to process. You know, it would take 2 days to do a Tonex pack because the processing was the killer. I can do a NAM pack and a Tonex pack in a day now, because it's the processing that's taken away. But you do lose the AB, the ability to AB to that point of that amp in time.
It's here's my point: is not going to matter. It's ultimately never going to matter. We're going to get to a day eventually, at some point. Hopefully, I'm long gone. Done. I'll have done my retirement yelling at clouds. But I've got a buddy of mine. He has the new Helix Stadium. He's gigged his entire guitar playing life digitally. He owns an amp. He owns a very nice amplifier, but he has never gigged it. and he has never turned it up in anger. Like, he's never put it through gigging volume paces. So when I listen to the tones he dials up in his Helix, they sound like someone who's never played an amp before. They do. And he likes it, and that's fine if that works for you. I hate them. I hate's probably a little strong of a term, but they sound generic and they sound just bland to me. But I actually genuinely think that's the future of guitar at some point. Because we're going to lose the connection as there's more digital stuff and there's less analog stuff, and that's coming. That's not saying I endorse it or think it's good, but that is coming at some point in the who knows how long future. We're gonna lose the disconnect between sounding like this 1950s technology.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just sound like whatever this is developed into sounding like. And that's okay. And but at this point, I still don't think people get very good sounds with digital products if they don't also know how to dial in an amplifier.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I totally agree. Let's hit the next couple quickly.
Tricky Trev took the words out of my mouth, Paul, with them owning reverb. I wonder if they use that data to inflate actual sales numbers. I bet they do.
I bet they do.
They do.
I bet they do.
Everyone's selling their Fenders and stuff.
Yeah. And
he said, "Thank you for your NAM responses. Cheers, Mexico. Thanks for your support, mate. Much appreciated."
Right, let me go back to where we were. Hang on. Scrolling.
I can see it if you want me to do it.
I got it. There we go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ali says, if Fender blocked the biggest retailer who is German-based, they're free to push their own online within Europe, but anyone else in the EU can't be stopped by that ruling. I think Butthole is a fan of the...
Is that what we're calling Bud Cole now? Is that what we're calling Bud Cole?
Orange Stain. That is good. Okay.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Jim, it's too hot here in the states of PA. Where's PA? Is that Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania. That's about 37 degrees for you Celsius units.
Woo! That's warm.
Oh.
That's warm.
That's what
my wife sent me a message, a picture of her car, and it said 45 degrees.
Oh no. 35 being 95 is the one, like, memorized one that I have.
Yeah.
And 25 is 70. So those are the two that I use to really get a gauge on where things are. That's
25 is what it was this afternoon, and it was very pleasant.
25 sounds perfect.
Yes. I'll have that till November, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Necon, he says, evening rats, what would your rig of choice be if you couldn't use tube amps? I'm fluctuating between Stadium and Axifix at the moment.
I would then I'll answer first. I would play a Gibson J45 and a National Resonator.
Nice one.
I think it'd be FM3 for me, because I've got some great noises out of that thing, and it does a lot of things really, really well. I do not need 10,000 different reverbs and stuff. The only thing about the FM3, and I'm not saying this makes a massive difference, because it's hard to hear it, but when you load up one of the big reverbs, things like Plex delay, I know it's a weird thing, it's a delay, but it's a reverb. It goes down to low quality mode on some of those reverbs. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing on the FM3, because the processing power. Yeah, I use on the FM3. I've got 3 patches I use. I've got a clean, I've got a crunchy, and I've got a filthy. Those are the 3. I could gig on that any day of the week. That's all you need.
Realistically speaking, if I had to gig in my current situation and I couldn't use tube amps, I would take my 2 PV Bandits and I'd gig them stereo. Yeah. Yep. And you'd have a lovely old time. I would.
Bandit, Jesus. Pamapop, Karma, Fender has been pushing mediocre guitars, sometimes very bad, for years. Like Gibson, they're finally getting what they deserve. They even prevented Leo Fender building guitars 10 years. Yeah, I mean, but also Fender makes great guitars.
Yes.
So
yeah, that's the thing.
And
the preventing Leo Fender from making guitars for 10 years, that was a standard non-compete cause. That was very normal. That is not just Fender. That is literally every company in the 1960s and 70s. Yeah. Actually, every company up until about 3 years ago where non-compete clauses were deemed illegal.
Interesting.
So that's why he didn't, when he got away from Fender, he was advising another company, but he wasn't officially part of another company until that 10-year mark had passed.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with Pama Pop with some of the the QC issues and stuff like that. There shouldn't be. Yeah, everything coming out of Fender and Gibson should be absolutely perfect.
Because they are the two biggest guitar companies in the world. Or certainly, if it's not for size, it's for fame. As is being proven, if someone draws a guitar, and if you say a kid draw an electric guitar, they draw a Strat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Look at the first guitar emoji on an Apple.
Yep.
On a phone.
Yeah.
It was a Strat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Something we know nothing about.
Dave says England won. I watched the whole game. Well, I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched the second half.
I also watched the second half.
That's why they won, because you and me were watching the second half. Dave says England won today. Just so you guys know. Thanks, mate. Good to know.
Yeah. If Harry Kane ever has to buy his own beer in a pub in your country, I don't know what you're doing.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? He was
cynical. That's what it is.
Unbelievable. He was unbelievable.
Yep.
I didn't see it. I just got it shouted at me because one of the guys had his phone up watching it.
It was really, the second half was really exciting.
Yeah.
What happened in minute number between the 6th minute and the 8th minute for all to go horribly wrong? That's what I want to know.
Well, in the first 70 minutes of the game, Congo only had one shot on goal, and they made it.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
Anyway, moving
on. Could have been lucky.
Moving on.
Al from Gearsavo says, either of you going to the Brighton show on the 18th? I have a gig that day on Brighton Beach, but might be able to make it. Oh,
18th.
Interesting.
18th.
I always get a bit disappointed.
No, I can't. I've got a party, then a wedding.
I always go and think this is going to be great. This is going to be great, and it's
more Granny's coffee tables.
There's lots of Granny's coffee tables.
And worse, basses.
That's why Joe loves that show.
Well, Joe loves that show because that's his home turf.
Well, yeah, that helps.
Rami 73, why I brought back all my Gibsons.
And he also says, and quite rightly so.
So, I mean, it's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He passed Pele today for goals scored in the World Cup.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it?
I believe the word is Pele.
I don't care. I'm in the South.
Yeah, no, I'd go with that. Ali, no, 100% not a Gibson fan. Ooh.
Okay.
Well,
we were wondering earlier.
Ant V4408 says, hello all. I have a Tom Anderson drop top on order. Nice. Never owned one before. What should I be expecting? I'm ultimately looking for a standard bearer guitar.
A standard bearer.
Okay.
Yeah. Something that sets a standard.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. One to measure all others against. I see. He says there. Yeah. They're really good. I mean, there's lots of different options with Tom Anderson. So, one guitar with certain specs would not suit someone. The one that I owned, the last one that I owned, I didn't particularly like the neck of. But I didn't buy it new. I didn't choose it. I didn't order it, and I would never have ordered that specific guitar. No, I mean, they make great guitars. They're, if you said to me, I've ordered a Tom Anderson, I've ordered a Sir, I've ordered a I'm trying to think of someone else around those sort of super strats.
James Tyler.
James Tyler's different though.
Is it?
I would say James Tyler's different. I'd say
Okay.
because James Tyler is because of the iconic 80s tone.
Okay, I get you.
Right.
Well,
that is that Steve Lukather the Puffy tone, is that Dan Huff tone,
Yeah.
is that Mike Landau. That 80s tone is not a Sir, it's not a Tom Anderson, it's very specifically a Tyler.
I always think of Tom Anderson because they in a lot of ways are the OG boutique Strat maker. They were the first ones that I really feel like came in, took the instrument, changed it to make it, I don't know, more high performance maybe, because it isn't like they did exactly make super strats, although they have obviously, but they just ramped everything about the instrument up like 15 notches. They also put two strap buttons on the bottom so you have a stand.
That's and I think you're going to absolutely love it, and congratulations. I think you've made a great choice. I mean, those guitars are guitars for life. Great.
Yeah, definitely.
Well done. Mr. Bro says, is the anagram stereo other than the delay? Yes, it is. Yes.
And the delays will be eventually stereo. I believe that.
Yeah. Again, that's an oversight. I think why they haven't included a ping pong delay or a stereo delay. I think I'm quite shocked because every other effects unit that comes out has a stereo delay. And for me, all the delays should be stereo. Should be a little button on the delay that switches it from mono up to
definitely
stereo.
Yeah, definitely.
Pama Bot. And for expect pure perfection. No other guitar has the playability and precision. Nice. I mean, I disagree with that. I think Sirs do, and
there's a lot of other instrument makers now making things to that quality and that spec. But I absolutely agree with everything else you said. Expect perfection. Because if you find a problem with that guitar, there's actually not a problem with that guitar. There's a problem with you. I think I say that very tongue in cheek. By the way, that's a joke. Because not everything's right.
I do think their attention to detail and their QC is up there with the best. Above, I'd say it is above Sir, because I've had Sirs with issues.
Yeah.
But, be good. I think you're gonna have a great experience with it.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy, the anagram looks like a black box. M Audio is a black box. It's a modeler, isn't it? I don't have anything else. Just old crap after 50 years of accumulation. Apologies, lost Aussie in Bermondsey. Does it look like the black box?
I think the black box to me looks like a Formula One steering wheel these days.
Yeah,
it's not a pretty thing.
It's not a pretty thing. I can't really remember it, but
there was the black box, and then there was I don't think that was.
You're not talking about the Lind, the Roger Lind thing that he made.
No, this is the black box. It's
yeah.
It's fairly horrible from what I remember.
Okay.
It looks fairly horrible.
But it was way ahead of its time. I also seem to recollect that it sounded about as good as Amp Farm version 1, the TDM version.
Ooh.
Oh, this gets worse. This gets worse. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Did you pull up a picture? Also, Paula,
it looks like a Formula One steering wheel.
Yeah,
you're right. It does. That's awful, isn't it?
That's terrible.
I mean, agreed. That is probably 20 years before Formula One steering wheels started looking like that.
And 56 quid is at least 2 times too much.
Yeah. You getting in with the vernacular?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. How do I stop this now? Remove.
I do that.
There we go. Whoops. There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it's not a
screen.
looker. But back then,
What is it?
Yeah.
In view, love your new Nick Huber Krautster, Paul and Phil. That was a sweet PR. Actually, the Krautster is the Krautster 2 is not mine. This is going off to I don't know where yet. Hold on, let me grab it. This one. So this is going off to a guitar shop in somewhere in the UK. So it's just here for me to try out.
What? I thought that was yours.
No, it's not going to be mine. I have done a deal with well, I'm currently doing a deal for the Orca.
Oh, okay. So
Because
you're gonna
yours
have to
is
get
just-
another Krauser at some point.
No, I've got the Krautster 3.
Oh,
I've
that's
got the
right. You
black
got the three. That's right. That's right.
I've got the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't put that Orca down, to be honest. So it's
That's really good to hear because viewers, I'll tell y'all that after he did the video and he, like he said or you said earlier, like it just wouldn't settle in, couldn't seem to get really into it, and then literally messaged 2 days ago and you said, I don't know what happened, it has settled in and now I can't stop playing it.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. Oh, the dogs are great. That's brilliant. Yeah. Why don't you be sick on the floor? That's brilliant, mate.
Technical yawn.
Better than the couch.
Well, he's probably been sick there as well. Are you all right? Hey. Yeah, he's all right.
Okay.
Right.
You're not playing too loud, are you, Paul?
All right, moving on.
Sorry, Ant V. It says, so it will ruin all others for me. I have a Gibson Custom Shop Explorer, some Fenders, a crazy good FGN and boutique builder 72 Telly Deluxe copy that I custom ordered. I will not want to play them. I think you'll.
I think you'll want to.
Play them.
You'll want to play them because most of them are going to be different enough, with the exception you said some Fenders. You don't say which ones. It might ruin one or two of those for you because it will be a better version, possibly, of something you already have. But it ain't
going to come close to an Explorer.
No, it's never going to be an Explorer or a 72 Tele Deluxe. So,
true.
Yeah.
Rami, QC is like a few ladies on you. Promised to do things, but never did.
Oh, spicy.
Spicy.
No, what I want to say, I can't say because Paul will be upset and pull the show, so I'm not going to.
yeah. Let's make sure
Go on, say it. If I've got to edit it out,
no, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. No.
Anders Carlson, he says, hi, what's the main difference between barrel saddle and a common 6-saddle pro and cons Telecaster? I'm going to let Phil do all of that.
All right, we'll do this real quick. Pros are I'll do the pros of the 6-saddle. The pros are you can intonate it more accurately, more easily, but the con is the classic look and sound of a Telecaster is 6-barrel saddles. They sound a specific way. I love the 3-barrel. That's what I use. There are so many companies now that make such great compensated saddles that I don't, unless you just absolutely feel like you have to have the 6-saddle or you're into more modern sounds and things, I don't see a reason not to use 3-barrel anymore because Music City makes great replacements that are compensated correctly. My favorite are the Bensonite saddles. There's a bunch of companies making great 3-barrel saddles for Telecasters, but that's the main difference. It's about intonation.
Yeah. There is a difference. I've on my telly, which is a three brass barrel.
Mm-hmm.
It intonates great.
Yeah, I've never really had a problem with 3-barrel intonation. Some will get even closer. Yeah, and I could see where maybe the vintage instruments had a little more trouble because they didn't have the exacting manufacturing that we have now. But yeah.
Rat Revival says, hi Rats, have you seen the RJ vid of the Tri-Stereo Chorus reissue? It's glorious. Oh, is it a reissue? I heard a little bit today. That's a reissue, is it?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
tempting. How much is that? Do we know how much it is?
I'm looking.
$1 million.
Tri-stereo chorus reissue.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. But the only thing is, and I know Rack Revival is going to kick up with me saying this, but how many people are using racks? Why not put it in a pedal?
I'm only seeing plugins.
Yeah, because I heard I saw a video with RJ and he had a QC, a Quad Cortex on top of the a tri-stereo, but I don't know if it's
61B. Oh, it's this one is this is confusing the way it, because it looks like the one he's got in the video is an original one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so in the video, that's an original one. And he says, it says the Deccan Effect Tri-Stereo Chorus by That 80s Shmoo captures that wide. So is it not a reissue? Is it something else?
Is it a plugin or something then?
I think it might be a plugin.
Oh God.
I don't know. I'll do more looking into it.
Okay,
let's keep going and I'll do some looking into it.
Nice.
Should we do the news?
We should do the news just while Phil is doing that. If Phil can have a look.
Yeah.
So, are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you can you see? I can't see. I can't.
You're
see
not
your
presenting
screen,
yet, mate.
Oh, no,
okay.
they are reissuing it. Made to order.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, you want to take a guess? $10
million.
No, I'm gonna go 2,250.
$3,495.
They are going to sell half.
Jesus.
They're going to sell half of one for that.
Yeah. They claim sold out. So
yeah, and they probably built 20 of them. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. Talking about ridiculous, look at this ugly thing.
There are some people very, very excited about this in my Discord.
Really?
So yeah, there's some people very excited about it. That is not the guild model I would like them to bring back.
No. That is, I mean, everything about that is right. I hate the jack. Phil would love that with his little right angle jacks.
Yeah.
Jack on the front. I hate everything about this.
Everything about this.
Everything.
Ugly Kid Joe would have a field day singing about this thing.
Yeah. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. Anybody else got anything nice to say?
No.
Fender would have nothing to say about it because it doesn't look like a Strat.
Here's the nice thing I can say about it. It means Guild is bringing back models, because if they bring back the S200, I'm buying one.
Is that the SG?
No, the S200 is the Muddy Waters models, the Thunderbird. It's their Thunderbird.
Oh.
It was the Muddy Waters guitar.
Nice. Yeah, so we've already talked about it, but Dark Glass Anagram.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the other thing. Greater Tube Circuits White Whale. My video comes out tomorrow on this.
You want to give us a preview of what you think on it?
Yeah, it's Crazy Tube Circuits make the White Whale version 2, which is the bigger version. I can't show you because my microphone's actually on top of the box. For the White Whale version 2, which I think is an amazing pedal. And Joe Bonamassa uses one. So
maybe not anymore.
We'll talk about Joe. We'll talk about Joe Bonamassa in a minute. But it's so good. The V2 is so good. I prefer the V2 to the Junior.
Well, bigger tank, bigger spring.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's not. Apparently it's the same size tank in the blurb that I've got.
How is that possible?
I need to. Yeah, I know. It's got to be, but it's got to be a bigger tank. But in the blurb, it says, you know, like when you do a review or something, you get so
the reviewer's notes,
trade copy.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also it's so in the, it's €300. Say the Whitewell Junior, the V2, which does a hell of a lot more, is only $350. So for another $50, I don't know if they got the pricing quite right on this, but it sounds great. It sounds great. I mean, everything that Crazy Tube Circuits make is really good.
Yeah,
so some people are going to prefer this.
I've yet to not be impressed by something they made. So
yeah, they're really they make really great stuff. The other thing is we should talk about. So Joe Bonamassa says, I'm going to take a lot of shit for this, but my Tone Master high power twins are ready for the summer tour, and the backline truck just got a hell of a lot lighter. So I don't know. Can we talk about this? I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out because there aren't really any pictures. So Joe Bonamassa, arguably the last stalwart, would that be the right word, of one of the last stalwarts of using vintage gear, and is I mean, I know why, or I can guess why. I can guess why, because there'll be a Joe Bonamassa Tone Master coming out. That's it. That's the only reason I can see Joe Bonamassa doing this. That's the only reason. Phil looks confused.
Yeah, sorry. I have to answer a work thing, so I may have to not.
Oh, okay, mate. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not confused. It's called a payday.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Okay, maybe we should just leave it. We should just leave it there then.
Well, no, I don't. It's none of his whole what's the word I'm looking for? His arsenal of amps, which are amazing. You can't tell me that he is now able to get the variation of sound that he could get across Fenders, Marshalls, and
whatever flavor of Dumble he wanted to carry.
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that he is not compromising something somewhere, so he only goes out with 4 digital solid state amps.
No.
Do you think people? There are people that go and see a Joe Bonamassa concert because of the vintage gear that he's got.
Yep.
And that's the only reason why they go. They obviously appreciate him for being a fantastic guitar player, because he's amazing.
Oh, it's mind blowing.
He's incredible. But if he's going out with digital amps, I mean, I don't understand.
To me, it reeks of when I'm gonna call it out there, because there's no world where Joe doesn't have to slim down his back line for travel. He doesn't have to. No. He's got people and the means to carry all this stuff around. I think maybe it had something to do with his hearing loss last year that he dealt with for like a week. It was actually legit. I'm not going to downplay the fact that he legitimately lost a significant amount of his hearing for a little while there. And I think it probably scared him. It would scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
So, but also this just reeks of like when Eric Johnson went out on the road with a Tone Master Pro. And he would do the first half of his show with the Tone Master Pro and then go back to his Marshall and 2-Rock. Yeah. And now he's not on the road with the Tone Master Pro anymore. He's on the road with a 2-Rock and a Marshall.
I hate being cynical sometimes. That's not true. I don't at all.
I'm cynical about your hatred of being cynical.
Yeah. I just think it's about money.
I think it is too.
Joe is, or someone at Fender has said, we're having a bit of a hard time in the press right now. You are the king of, or you and your team are the king of product placement, flip flops, bobbleheads, call it what you will.
Have you ever seen his merch page?
It's
Yeah. He's got bobbleheads. He's got back scratches. It's bollocks. It's got flip flops. It doesn't make sense. But the only thing is, like, only a couple of months ago, he had a Fuchs amp.
Yeah, signature
It's like,
Fuchs amp.
Yeah, you're not using that. Like, it's just, come on.
what
Have
the Fuchs is going on.
integrity.
What?
Yeah, but have some integrity. Why? Why
Money.
are you trying to sell
Money.
I know, but
If he's losing his hearing, and and potentially his livelihood, make hay while the sun is still shining. What can you say? That the guy clearly has an amazing team around him. It's not just we'd love to say, oh, Joe and his buddies jump in a transit and go and do a gig. It's not. It's a huge operation. With trucks and trucks and trucks. It's not just like someone going out and doing a blues show.
Yeah,
it's a huge operation.
Yeah, it's a big
and
thing.
and,
But he
and,
doesn't
and
need
the machine,
to use them.
the machine
He doesn't
behind
need-
him.
Yeah.
Someone said Fender are going to give you a lot of money. Just put out a couple of press releases, use them on a couple of gigs, use them on a couple of flyaway gigs. We can't take the big stuff. There you go.
Yeah,
Do you reckon?
exactly.
Do you reckon it could be? I mean, I hate saying this, but do you reckon it could just be a Toemaster badge on a proper high powered twin?
No, because these are coming out. They're going to come out.
Yeah, there'll be a JB twin, won't there? A JB Twin Master Pro.
Yeah. Twin. Yeah. Too many words. That's the Fender way. Too many words, but it'll be a Joe Bonamassa Tone Master Fender, Joe Bonamassa Tone Master low powered tweed twin. So many words.
Pro.
Okay. So
Pro.
how long do we think that he's going to be using this for?
About 4 weeks.
He'll probably use it until they sell out, and then he'll go back to his gear.
On the Japanese leg of the tour, where he's not prepared to fly out and risk, or a European leg of the tour, where he's not prepared to fly out a £1 million container of amps and have them converted to 240 volt or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
We're all cynics. We're such cynics.
Yeah.
I said it first.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, Russ, I remember being excited about throwback pickups until I saw the prices. The guy who owns the company's cool. He is.
Yep. John's real cool. They are very expensive.
Yeah.
Rumby, Phil, I pay Hard Rock Zeppelin, Lizzie, Aerosmith. What do you think about unwaxed potted PAFs for a Les Paul? I run small box gain at 11 o'clock and use tube screamers for leads. Will they feed back?
Maybe.
Those gains on about 4.
Okay, thank you. Maybe. It depends. I play PAFs, unpotted PAFs basically all the time. And some gigs are gainier than others, but I have only had one set of unpotted PAFs really give me feedback issues. And they are none of the brands we've talked about. So I'm not going to mention them. I'm not going to say who they are because they actually did sound phenomenal, but they did not work even at the lower gains that I was playing at. They just weren't working for me.
They squealed like a piggy.
It was rough. It was really, really rough. I do not own that guitar anymore that they were in. So, you could have some issues, especially as you get into like Thin Lizzy, which I think of as gainier than Zeppelin and Aerosmith.
Mm-hmm.
So you get into those sounds, you're going to get real possibility of feedback. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will. Sometimes it comes down to the guitar. Like a Les Paul, I don't think is very susceptible to feedback the way some other guitars are. Because it's a lot of wood, man. That's a lot of wood, and it's not just the strings and the pickups. It's everything about the guitar. So it's possible with some brands. I think Throwback does this, but don't quote me. You can do a light potting with the pickups, and so you can get it not like super dunked in wax like some of the major brands do. So that there's just a little bit of extra something to keep them from feeding back as much. Be worth looking into.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fralin modern pads.
Paths.
Paths. Nice.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
back when I was trying to remember the name of the Fralins that I have experience with.
Yeah. Let me just make sure. Hang on a second. Yes. Boom.
Tricky Trav. Joe has a full East Coast, West Coast, and Europe rig, if I recall.
Yeah,
yes,
almost certainly.
Does.
Almost
Yeah.
certainly. Yeah, and that's before you talk about Nerdville West and Nerdville East.
Yeah.
I mean, no shade. Dude's curating an awful lot of amazing vintage gear. No shade there. And I don't dislike Joe Bonamassa, like just in general. I don't. I'm not a fan of his music, and that's okay. But I'm gonna call what looks like a money grab when I see it. Now, if 5 years from now we're talking and he is still using these Tone Master amps,
hands up. Yeah, we got it wrong.
I will take back everything I said.
But money on this time next year.
Yeah,
they'll be in a skip somewhere.
Well, they won't be. Yeah, if they're the build quality like Vinny's amps, they'll have fallen apart.
No,
I mean, they'll be in a skip somewhere.
He'll have his artist reverb store that it's been sold on.
Yeah, and they'll go for 5 times the amount that they would have done if you bought a new one.
Yep.
I just think. I mean, I do like his music. I love his playing. I remember the first time I heard. I said to one of the guys in the music shop, "Who's this?" They went, "Oh, it's some kid called Joe Bonamassa." I was like,
"Yeah."
Oh,
amazing.
It turns out he is also 49. He's 50 next year, same as me.
Oh wow!
So not so young anymore, sadly.
Yeah.
But just phenomenal player. Clearly has an amazing business brain. Clearly has an investor's brain, and the worst case of gas of any human being I've ever witnessed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if he's got the dough to do it, and he's putting all these guitars back to playing condition, and all this gear's getting renovated and restored, and all this stuff that would have gone to landfill and be lost to the community, he's getting put back together. The guy's got more 59 bursts than anybody else.
He does sell them, so that's something worth noting. He's sure we see every time he buys one, but he's sold several in the last couple of years, so it's not like he holds on to everything forever.
So just don't give the guy. I mean, if it's a money grab, great, well done, earn some money, Joe. Because if you're here, if you're worried about your hearing, and I've had moments where I've gone, I really hope that's going to go. That I really hope that's going to. And fortunately for me, it always has.
Yeah.
But I've found recently, not to any worrying extent, but certainly I have to concentrate more and worry more about my hearing and be careful with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've done some scrolling down, and I'm going to say we should pick up our pace just a little bit.
Yeah, we're doing our best. Here we go.
Let's do it. Rec Revival, will you guys be attending the British GP this weekend? If not, Paul is a big motorsport fan. You really should. I would definitely not be attending the British GP.
Go on, sorry.
No, yes, I'm definitely not a motorsport fan.
I am a massive Formula One fan, and sadly, I do not have tickets because I don't. I bought a roof instead.
One of those keeps you dry.
You said, yeah, Phil, the Radio Shop pickups. Oh, great. Nice.
Cool. Hang on, I'm stuck for some reason. There we go.
Hector Arcadius, for pickups in the US, I would definitely recommend Wolf Tone pickups. Awesome. There are loads of manufacturers. Yeah,
because we're mentioning them, I will tell you it was Wolf Tone pickups that squealed like crazy for me.
Oh,
yeah, it was Wolf Tones.
So
they sounded great, but they fed back like crazy.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting. Folks, says Will, he says, I went to an open day at Gordon Smith Guitars in Rushden recently. The team are making some great guitars and customer service first class. I would highly recommend trying them first class. The only thing is, Will, and they're not going to get anywhere. They're not going to do anything until they start getting influencers using them.
We had a really long chat
and
with them at Guitar Summit and at NAMM, didn't we? And nothing.
every time, it's just nothing. I mean, it's not. Don't use. You don't have to use us or whatever. Use.
No, use us. Use us.
No,
but
I
use
don't
somebody.
care. Yeah, it's the only. It's the only way. You get this all the time. Like people contact us and they say, "Can you do this?" Or you recommend that they do it, and it doesn't happen. You just go, this brand is not going to do anything. It's not because they have to use us as such, but the YouTube. Find a YouTuber that you want to work with, and
like us,
and hopefully, yeah, idea, and they help promote, or or a podcast. I'm like Phil's probably done great for Grace Guitars and Meris and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that's how we do
I
it.
wouldn't have heard of Grace Guitars or Meris without listening to Phil's podcast. You should go and check it out. 40 Watt podcast.
Yeah, and Eddie Wong Amplifiers this week is a sponsor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is that amp that you can't see behind me. It's fine. I'll do a video on it hopefully soon when I can get back to making videos.
It isn't Wang, is it? Because
it's spelled W-A-N-G, but it's Wong. But it's not the Wong's amplifiers that are the import amps. Different company. Eddie Wong is based in Portland, and he hand builds everything.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Awesome. Rummy. Yes.
Indeed.
And I've unpotted pickups in my custom Gibson. I like them. They don't squeal like I feared, but they broadcast every single thing. Pick chatter, string sliding, no compression at all. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's why I like them too. That's also why I don't like 3 pickup humbucker guitars where they have the middle humbucker, because I'm just clicking against that pickup all night long.
That's how I feel about 3 pickup PRS guitars.
Yeah.
Blind Man Gary, any tips on how to find out the model of my Cork custom guitar? I think I have the serial number and that's it. A little bit of paper that's attached inside with the info I need has fallen off. Oh, probably best just to get in contact with Cork or Cork are a massive company, so expect a bit of a wait, but I think
they're a pretty well put together company too. So I would just get them your serial number and they can probably tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah. That they will have some kind of customer service support email address that they'll be able to help you on.
Yeah. Well, Russ, I don't want Fender to go bankrupt, but I do wish they'd leave the other makers the hell alone. Yes, I think we all feel like that. Yeah. Nabil, he says, greetings, Rats, from a hot baking 31 Celsius Beirut.
That is warm. Philip, that is a warm Beirut.
That is warm. Phil, have you tried the Wilson Ripper Q6 wah from Wislon?
Wilson.
Okay. I've been playing one for over 10 years. It covers vintage to modern sounds amazing. Cheers.
I have played one. I have 2 wah pedals. One is a Tees McCoy RMC picture wah, but the one I've played the longest is a Wilson wah V2. And it is like the Rippewa. So the Rippewa Q has some controls on the side that you can like change settings. That's fine. That's wonderful. Awesome if that's what you're into. I don't need that much control over a wah pedal. So the Wilson wah V2, you open it up and there's a series of dip switches inside of it. And there's a little guide. And basically the way you order those dip switches is like 8 or 10 different voicings of classic wah pedals. And so I found the one I like, which I think is pretty much a Thomas Organ vintage style wah. But I didn't know. I just started changing the settings till I found the one I liked. And I put the cover back on it. I've never changed it again. But nice. Wilson Effects make incredible wah pedals. They make great other pedals too, and they're really affordable.
Yeah. Cabin Boy 85, he says, I like Fender Fat 60s, don't love Silver Sky pickups. Which Ron Ellis single coil set would you get, 64S or 50? So get in contact with Ron, send Ron a message. I don't know if Ron's watching, but send Ron a message. Just say, what is the set that's in Paul's Strat? Because there is, I think it's a 64, but it's got a hotter bridge pickup.
Oh, yeah.
So that is what I'd recommend all day long.
all day long.
But yeah, just ask Ron. I just say what's in Paul's from the Studio Rats guitar, and he will sort you out. Blimey Gary, if only the lawyers win at this Fender, doesn't mean that Gibson is the one that wins the most, because there's going to be a few more lawyers with a bit more money. Doesn't that mean that Gibson? I see.
Yeah, because all the lawyers are going to have money to buy more Gibsons.
Yeah,
very good.
Surely PRS is the ones that win, because it's lawyers who buy PRSs.
Except for me. Of course, I bought mine used.
Yes.
Yeah. John, I'm in the US. Thanks, Phil.
Oh, yeah, for pickups. Okay.
Yes.
Tim, I'll have to try Oslo again then. I have a few pedals recently that are interesting. Chroma Console, Warlow Mini, and the Treasure Chest from Funny Little Boxes. Lots of fun. Very nice.
Cool.
Jim, 100% correct on Toman. They've done the right thing. Also, on behalf of many small builders, Fender's only way out is to fire the CEO. I think you're probably right, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so.
But they should have just apologized initially, and everyone would have forgotten it by now. I don't know why they're being such dicks about it.
I mean, we do still talk about Play Authentic, the Gibson faux pas.
Yeah, but they've gotten past it. Nobody's mad about it anymore. No. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's like a fringe, like 2% of people that are still mad about it, but
we're going to talk about that stupid time when Fender did that stupid thing. Yeah. I mean, the scary thing is people are worried that the Fender name will vanish. The Fender name is so valuable to another company. If Fender Musical Instruments Corporation, FMIC, as is their full name, went south, went Chapter 11 or whatever the official American terminology is, someone would jump in to buy that name and trademark faster. Notice I say trademark rather than copyright. Would move in to buy that faster than a fast thing.
Yep.
Okay, we need to get moving.
Yeah.
Hollywood, good evening. I missed last week, but back this week. Welcome, Hollywood.
You didn't miss much. It was hot.
It was hot. Basil, I moved to digital when I can no longer get amps and tubes.
Yeah, you'll be all right for a while then.
Great.
Yep.
You'll be all right. Graham, it's 15 and raining up here. Oh, nice. Wish it was raining here.
Yeah.
Just overnight, just to water the garden. I'd be well happy about that. Rummy, AM4 is my modeler. Very nice. Friedman is my amp, fully covered. You are fully covered.
You're proper covered.
Yeah.
Hollywood, those PV Bandits, your defo makes some muscle. As I remember, they were heavy combos.
They're not light. They're definitely not light. There's big iron in those things. They're solid state, but don't think like modern digital solid state. They're
class A push.
Yeah, they're AB.
Then
class
AB.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're push. They're not class D or anything stupidly light with. Yeah.
And they've got those big Scorpion speakers in them too, which have a huge frame on them. Yeah.
These are not Sheffields.
Which are great.
I had one of the original Bandits. That was I bought it for 30 quid.
Yeah. That's what mine are. Mine is an 82 and I have an 82 and an 83. So very early on.
With the colored knobs, with the colored knob tips. Yeah.
One of them has had the knobs swapped. I really like it. They've got these black metal knobs. It's really cool.
Oh, nice. Rummy, I work on guitars and plenty of PRS and Ibanez guitars come into the shop and need work. I agree with Ibanez guitars. Fender and Gibson are unfairly singled out. That's a fair point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I think what we're talking about here though is generally we're talking about higher end Fender guitars, and so I mean certainly when we were talking about Gibson, Paul's selling his Gibsons, we were not talking about Gibson low end guitars. We were talking about some seriously high end stuff. Comparison.
Yeah, but I wasn't selling them because they were. I wasn't selling them because they were crap. I just wasn't using them. So they were great. You know, it took me ages to find them.
But also Gibson and Fender, because they're the big kids on the block, they get undue hate that people call quality control issues that aren't quality control. I can't get to my Les Paul easily right now because the Moog is in the way, but there's a section inside the cutaway on a Les Paul where the wood of the maple shows beneath the binding.
Yes.
Because the top is thicker right there where the cutaway is. And there was a time in I think the 70s or 80s where they started cutting a thicker strip of binding to cover that.
Yeah.
And people were like, that's not right. That's not the way it was done in the 1950s. So stop it. So they did.
Yeah.
You see a little strip of maple below the binding. And there was some dude ranting on like Reddit. You see this quality control crap. They can't even get this right. Da, da, da. I was like, oh,
They are. The problem is they're damned if they do. They're damned if they don't.
Exactly.
If they updated everything, I mean, oh, this isn't like a 59.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Excuse me. Jim, with the ongoing battle over modeling versus tube amps, why not use a modeler into a tube amp clean channel or effects return, and you have the best of both worlds
and the convenience of neither?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
If I were a gigging guitarist again in a band that played that knew the sort of venues you were playing all the time, I would gig with a tube amp. If I had my way, I'd gig with that matchless. In the flight case, as heavy as it is, I would still gig with that. However, modern day gigging, not knowing when you're turning up to a venue, whether it's going to be silent stage or whatever, the practicality of using it, certainly in the UK, the practicality of using real amps is vanishing.
Yeah. Whereas my gigs, they're more practical than digital solutions.
Yeah.
Ali, Rami, but it's Fender and Gibson that bang "We Are God's Gift to the World." I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure they've actually said that. I mean, I don't think they. Anyway, Rami, let's keep it going. Rami, guitarist, please watch a video with Paul Reed Smith, or don't.
Do I have to?
Yeah, I struggle. I struggle with that. But anyway, Graham, do you ever think you have already taken the plastic off a pick guard to discover weeks later, i.e., just now, that you in fact didn't, just peeled it again? Sometimes they're double layered.
Yeah.
Because I think most of the time the double layered, if you I think manufacturers, they peel one off to do something, and then you've got another layer underneath it. Yeah. I think I've definitely had that before.
The other one that's really annoying me at the minute is I've just put a load of flight case labels, the plastic labels you get, stick on flight cases. I've just written a whole load, and in the back of the truck today, I went and pushed even though it was permanent marker. Realized they're covered in sticky labels too.
Yes,
so
they
what
are.
I've done is I've written on the sticky label.
Yep. I did that for a weekend tour.
Rami says Pentasur were original OG super strap makers. I don't think they were
Pentasur and Tom Anderson started in the same year, 1984.
I actually think boogie bodies were before that.
Like guitars?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I think I could be wrong. But I think they were. Because I mean, if you think Eddie Van Halen's guitars, was 78, I think.
Yeah, they started in 1976.
There you go.
I'm confirming my Anderson and Anderson and Pentasur started in 84. So yeah, Boogie Body's got them by almost a decade.
Yeah.
Damn. I think there's a link there as well.
Oh, anyway, well, Boogie Bodies was Warmouth.
That's what it was. Yes.
That's the link you're looking for.
Yeah.
I only know that because the Google search result gave me that info too.
Amanda says, now I have ugly Kid Joe in my head. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's never a good thing. Johnny, the Tri-Stereo Chorus is built by a good friend of mine, Andrew. He is the guy who rebuilt Dan Huff's rack. Most rack gear is expensive. and sought after by those fortunate enough to afford. Too much though, mate, isn't it? That's too much. I mean,
Look,
it's made by a single guy. So yes,
I'm not going to tell anyone that something is too expensive to buy. And I'm just going to be honest. I mean, this is the most expensive delay pedal I've ever bought. Hopefully ever will buy. But if I wanted to buy the rack unit that this is based on to emulate, I'd have to spend $3,000.
The most expensive rack unit I have is a Bricasti M7 reverb. Now, I agree, it's a studio reverb.
Yeah.
But it's still a rack unit.
Of all the reverb that John Mayer used to use live.
Exactly. It's of all the things I have in the studio, it is probably the thing that I could sell the quickest to make the most money return on.
Uh-huh.
But I know I'll never get another one.
That's a cool $4,750 in the US.
Yes, they are not cheap. And I didn't pay anything like that because I got it through a friend at distribution. So I know full well I would never get another one. So that's one of those pieces that while it would be the quickest to turn and burn, just no.
Dig. So I've got some treat. I just want to make sure he's all right. Come Brewski. He says 2RC, the White Whale Junior, doesn't have metal enclosure, or at least not full envelope. 60 cycle hum video explain how it works. What's that 2RC? What's can you explain that to me?
I don't know.
So if you mean metal enclosure do you mean a metal enclosure of the actual reverb tank? Or do you mean a metal enclosure as in the pedal? Is metal?
Maybe that's
the pedal
what it
definitely is metal. What's that?
Maybe the tank inside, like they've found a way to make it. I don't know. I'd have to look.
Bigger without being bigger.
Yeah, I'll watch Ryan's video. Or I'll get him to text Ryan and tell him to send me some photos of what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it is uncovered. I've opened up the back of the White Whale Junior, and it's an uncovered spring. Thinking, I'm sure I've uncovered in my video of the White Whale version 2, the big one. I'm sure that's uncovered too, but I could be wrong.
And I've tried to find images of the inside of the White Whale 2, and all I found was one very, very tiny picture. And I can't, I'm yelling enhance, but it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Brewski says, but it's the same springs as the full version. Oh, great. I'm glad you said that, because that's what I've said in my video.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Hollywood, I've no idea if those new Tone Masters are any good. He will run them clean and just use a huge pedal board in front.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't think he runs too clean though. I think
he does not run typically very clean.
He's very much a roll back the volume type of man. Very dynamic. Rummy, Bonamassa has a wall of amps. Can anyone hear the difference between a twin and a digital twin in that ensemble? That's true.
It's
going to sound great.
Running.
He's going to sound great, whatever, because he's
because he's a good player who knows how to dial it in.
He could play through a Sun Mustang with a Fender Bullet for all it matters, and you'd still go, Joe Bonamassa.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, he's getting paid by the note.
Johnny says Andrew has done a lot of work. Has done work for Michael Nielsen. Genuine guy. Unfortunately, prices are high. It's great to see someone who can demonstrate a skill as Andrew. He can build amps and any rack gear you can. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it sounded amazing on the little clip that I heard. Yeah. So I wish him all the best, but I don't think he's going to sell very many at that sort of price.
And that's okay, because if you're selling at that, actually, you know what? Because we know what the studio world is like. He might not sell a bunch to guitarists, but he might sell a shit ton of them to studios.
Yes,
that's true.
Yeah.
And
studios love some rack kit. If you want to see some rack kit, check out the latest JTT video. Kev's got some serious toys.
We'll pull that up after we finish here.
Hollywood, someone say Bonamassa flip flops. I need those over Digital Toemaster Pro. I think it sound. I think they sound better.
I think they'll sound better.
Yeah.
Did you know the no, just no.
Keep going. Ali, maybe Bonamassa has been shopping with Fender, and that's what.
While they've had high sales.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, he's bought 250 of those amps to get him through a 3-month tour.
Yeah.
But he only uses 4 on stage at a time.
Yeah. Let's hope the silent switch that Vinny uses works on his.
Yes.
80 days. I use a Hotone stage with a couple of amp captures from Boutique Tones. They sound pretty good. I tried the Tonex versions and they sounded slightly better. Will the anagram sound even better still? I would say over Hotone stage over Hotone stage and Tonex. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I having now done quite a lot, still not as many as I have Tonex captures, but I would say NAMM 2 captures are the closest. There you go.
Okay. Martin, hi guys, what's your opinion on the Eastman SB59? Anyway, I've never played one.
Never played one? No.
They're fine. But I think at the price point, you're better off buying a used Les Paul standard, because that Les Paul standard is never going to go down in price.
That's true.
And you're already starting at $2,000 for the Eastman SB59 brand new.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. It's $600 more for a brand new Les Paul standard.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you go for their junior, the Eastman Les Paul Junior is more expensive than a Gibson Les Paul Junior.
Just as much as we knock F's and G's on headstocks, if you pay good money for one, you're not going to lose money.
That's it.
That's unfortunate, but true.
Wadey says, "Hey Phil, what are you doing this weekend? Got any big plans?"
Barbecue, just like every good American's going to do this weekend.
What's this weekend?
Nice.
It is the day we celebrate getting away from you lot.
Oh, of course it is. 4th of July. Of course it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And ironically, if only we knew what we knew now, we'd be celebrating you lot getting away from us.
Right. Hindsight in 2020 and all that.
Yeah.
Tricky Trav, if Fender wasn't doing this nonsense, I guess he means snatched up that new 62 reverb amp. Nice.
Proud of you, nice. Paul, for interpreting on the fly there.
I do struggle. I'm like Ron. No, I'm not going to say I'm not. What do I always say? I'm like Ron Jeremy. And I mean,
no, you mean Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Every time.
Two very different.
I've got a horrible story about Ron Jeremy. A horrible story about a friend of mine.
We'll save that for after we're done.
Off air.
That's off there.
Yeah.
I agree. Trav, I wanted one of those 62 Supers they put out.
Yeah,
when they reissued the 62 Super, because the 62 Super has the harmonic trim built in. And
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Brewski, yeah, there's no pan enclosure. It's free. Nice.
Okay.
Good to know. Well attached to something, but not in a pan. Understood.
That's right.
And IRC, if I recall correctly. See, you kids, I don't get it.
Kids, we've been using that since the 90s.
yeah, but we haven't been using IRC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, IRC. I remember I spent a lot of time in Internet Relay Chat, which is IRC, and IIRC was a thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Johnny, more expensive than rat gear, etc., is medication for one of my 2-year-old St. Bernards. 19 tablets a day for a heart condition.
Oh,
$450 a month. Vets can afford full rat gear. Wow. I'm sorry, Johnny. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I hate to hear that.
2-year-old as well. No, bless him.
Yeah, but they're big animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's a lot of dog.
That's a lot of dog. Nick On, he says, lads, everyone seems to be going digital nowadays, even Bonamassa and Mayer. Maybe the future is away from glass tubes that sound and smell incredible.
Mayor tinkers with digital, and of course he has his plug-in now, but live he's still going to take his amps out. So
Well,
that's who he is.
He did use at Coachella. He did use an Axe effect.
Yeah, he did, because that was probably, to be honest, that was probably a convenience thing. That made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He would have come out for like a couple of songs. He didn't even do a whole set there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I remember when Rabea did that set with Stormzy. At Glastonbury.
I remember that.
And Rabea was using a quad cortex. It sounded unbelievable.
But also, you at that level, he could have turned up with a Tone X Mini and it would still have sounded good, because you've got a great engineer looking at you going, "Are you okay? Can you hear yourself?"
Like Alex Lifeson.
If the sound engineer is good, you have to worry less about things.
Yep.
When you turn up to the Dog and Duck in the middle of Nowhereville, and the sound engineer goes, "Yeah, you can use our back line," and the drum kit has seen better days, and you've got 2 PV Hysys 2s with the tweeters blown, and 1 homemade wedge that looks like it's been covered in grandma's carpet. That's when having an amp is an essential.
Yep, that's exactly right.
When you've got pros, and you're working with pros in a pro environment, you could turn up with a M Audio black box, and it's still going to sound great.
No, that's still going to sound like shit. Or sorry, shite.
Shite. Hey, gotta do that. Hey.
Amanda says today is Canada Day and Sunday's my birthday. Happy birthday for Sunday.
What's that all about?
And happy Canada Day
to our Canadian friends.
And then, Jeff, I'll read this one. Get the Sir Ombre. He's right. Don't get the new 62 Deluxe then. Get the Sir Ombre. It sounds incredible.
Ombre.
Nice. That's a brown face, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And used. They go for a song now. They're like $1,100 used. Cheap.
Nice.
Great.
That could be a good amp for us to get, James.
Should be, yeah.
Tricky Trav. Oh, yeah, so luscious. But I have a Flint now, and that's the only trem I need. Yes.
Great.
That pedal in particular is gonna go down in history as maybe the most universally used pedal of all time.
Nah, Tube Screamer, surely.
I think it's gonna pass at the rate it's going, it's gonna pass the Tube Screamer.
Yeah.
Walrus, 2027 Gibson guitars will not work if you plug into a non-Mezzer amp.
do they do some like digital handshaking to make sure that they're all license agreed?
God,
could you imagine?
Wade, he says, well then, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we are. Well, as you can imagine, this week has been absolutely epic for some of these, but we have chosen our fave.
Stupid comments of the week.
What is it? Remind me what it is.
This one. This is hilarious.
So TC Electronic Plethora X3 is all the effects you need. And he said, why do you use a plectrum? Why not fingerpick like Jeff Beck?
Just wondering.
God, it's just why you can't make this stuff up.
You can't legislate for stupid.
Maybe he's genuinely curious. I don't know. Maybe he's brand new and he loves Jeff Beck. I don't know, but what?
Yeah,
Jeff Beck is very much in the electric guitar minority. It's like saying, why don't you play like Thingy Mancuso? He played like Jeff Beck. He plays nothing like Jeff Beck. They just don't use a plectrum.
Yeah.
And Andy Martin doesn't use one.
Mark Knopfler doesn't use one. But they all sound different.
Yep.
And that, boys and girls, is why that was...
Stupid comments of the week.
There we go.
And Blind Man Gary says...
Hey, it's my birthday on Sunday as well. Happy birthday, Gary.
Look at that. We nearly hit we are about to go under the 2-hour wall. Incredible.
Wow.
I did not think we were going to get there.
Well done, everyone. We even had over 100 at some points. thank you very much for joining us. Hope Vinny has a fantastic vacation or a holiday as we know them. Thank you to my friends in guitar that are Phil, Mr. Paul Drew, and me. And I'll see you all. We'll see you all next week for more of the same.
We should just say, go and check out, because I do forget to do this. Go and check out Phil's 40-Watt podcast. If you listen to podcasts, go and check that out. Vinny the Axe, and also James's Driver Talks Tech.
And also, please
like and subscribe.
I was getting there. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell.
If you made it to this point and you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing.
But it doesn't bite. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't bite. We don't do nasty things. Just do it. Yeah, it's fun. We'll even tell you when the next videos are coming out. What's not to like? Have a great week, everyone. All of you who are out there gigging at the weekend, play brilliantly. Don't get sunburned and all that sort of stuff. Take care. Night.
Bye-bye.
He's waving.